Hey guys, today I wanted to show configuration that involves HAProxy. It's a nice load balancer, quite simple to install, and it is quite popular in SRB market. So once you install the HAProxy, there's a single file for configuration, and you can see here I am clicking refresh, and it creates round robin between two servers. So here you can see web 1, web 2. Every time I click refresh, I can check statistics, and you can see that those statistics increases over the time. Let's go ahead and see how we will configure TLS Protect Cloud Edition to work with HAProxy that we do not have out-of-the-box integration with. To make this configuration work, I will use PAM driver. I will drop it in a certain folder, and then we need to restart HAProxy, and to achieve it, I will take a script file, convert it to a service in the Linux, and then with TLS Protect, I will engage this service as a part of provisioning mechanism, and I will show you how after provisioning, HAProxy will get a new certificate. Let's start with the HA machine definition. You can see it's a 254. This is the machine I have in my AWS environment. I use SSH protocol to connect. I use my private key that access to EC2 machine. I didn't need to create a user. I just use Ubuntu and my private key to connect to the machine. From an installation standpoint, I have HAProxy Cassia, milab.io already installed. Let's see what configuration looks like. You can see it's a PAM driver, standard way to drop files under a user folder. Because I log on as Ubuntu, I drop it under Ubuntu folder, certificate key chain, and then I run service name, HAProxy-certificate. So this is the service name that I created by converting bash script and defining as a service on the Linux platform. I will show you those files later on. So I have this certificate already installed. Let's go ahead and see the serial number for this certificate so we can compare to whatever we see on a Venafi platform. So you can see 21 BC. And I'm going to renew the certificate. I'm just going to renew it. And based on application configuration, based on provisioning configuration, this certificate will be pushed to the machine in a predefined time slot, or I can push it right now. So we see that the status is new. I click on provision now. Let's give it a second. We will go and check the serial number for the new certificate that we just created. So it's going to be 1D8B. So I hope it's already been provisioned. And indeed, it's 41B. You can see that I'm checking external facing URL. So let's go ahead and see what files we needed to adjust. In my local folder, I created a script. I dropped 3 files. I combine all 3 files into one file that HAProxy expects. So HAProxy works with a single file. I started with the key, private key, and then certificate, and then a chain if needed. So you can see that I combine all 3 files, then I remove it, clean up the folder itself. Then I'm going to the target folder. I change file permissions. I change owner on the file, and I send a systemctr a reload for HAProxy. So very simple script here. From how do I convert the script and how I can reference it by TLS Protect Cloud. For this, I have a file that exists under systemd system HAProxy. So I created this file, and we need to have certain permissions to see this file. If you take it as it is, it will work for you as well. So first line is just as a label. Second line define what service is expected to be up and running before you can engage this one. One shot means it's really a script that runs and exit a user what context this service running with. So in my case, it's going to be root. And for this reason, you see I don't need to specify here any sudo. And I just engage this certificate cert install shell file. So because I didn't want to, when you log on as a root, you have a different home folder. So I used very specific name for the file location. That's it. This is the file that you need to have. And the last command that I need to run to enable this service, it's systemctl enable and the name of this file. Once you have it, you can reference this service with TLS Protect Cloud. So the last thing that I wanted to show you here, it's configuration for HAProxy. It's a real single file here. Not going to spend much time on it. Global configuration. This is where things interesting. It's bind on port 80 and on port 443 with this certificate as it uses it. You can add this line that will automatically redirect port 80 for incoming traffic to port 443. And then you have those two machines on the back end, those two Windows servers. And the last piece here shows a statistic page that we saw before. I will paste those files later on, but I thought you might find it interesting to see how we can create a new service that TLS Protect can restart not only Apache, not only NGX, well-known services, but also something that we didn't have. Thank you for watching. See you on my next video.